Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk to you about the YouTube copyright debacle, or whatever you want to call it, that's going on right now. As most people know, there is a issue with the new copyright claim system that YouTube has, and basically anybody that does gameplay commentary slash gameplay videos is having problems with this and is being affected by it. I personally am only doing games that are allowed to be recorded slash broadcasted by the developers, as in they let you or they say it on their website. Um, Otherwise, I don't do it, so I'm good to go. But there are other people that do games that maybe don't exactly say that you can or what have you. But the main problem with the claims on these videos is the music that's in them. The gameplay, let's play people, or whatever you want to call them, leave the music on for the let's play because, well, it makes the game a little bit better. I personally always turn off my, in-game music because I already knew it was going to be an issue from the start. Before I even started YouTube, I always turned it off because I knew eventually it would be an issue. So I guess this is kind of like an instructional video to prevent the copyright system from getting you. It's mostly common sense stuff. For example, turn off the music that's in your games. That's the main problem that most of these people are having. It's not the game developers that are issuing the copyright strikes. It's the music developers, which the game developers aren't happy about. So we're going to see probably a pretty interesting legal battle here soon. So turn off music in your games. Don't use gameplay trailers. Most of the time, they have music or other content that's copyright protected. It's all copyright protected to a certain degree, but just don't use gameplay trailers. Make your own in-game footage or what have you. And then even if you're not using, the in-game music, don't use any other copyright music or anything like that. Otherwise, you're just asking for it again. When you do gameplay videos, try to have commentary. Do commentary, because with commentary, that's kind of protected under a slightly different law. So if you have commentary, they can't really take down the video per se. It depends on the situation, but if you have commentary that's of use, it's not like just you laughing and giggling with your friends or something like that, like you're actually talking about something like intellectual or something, then you're pretty much good to go. So have commentary, useful commentary. Indie games. Like I said, I'm doing indie games and games that I know won't have a problem, like, for example, Valve games, games like Starbound, etc. Most of those websites, their websites will say that they're okay with you doing videos with ads or without ads. They don't care, which is how it should be. And 99% of the gameplay people out there that do gameplay agree with that. So try to get into indie games. Do games that your friends are making. Try to avoid the mainstream games, unless, of course, you know that the mainstream games are cool with it. For example, Counter-Strike Go, Starbound, etc. Schedule your videos. This kind of goes into what one of my other favorite YouTubers video that I just watched a little while ago. His name's Rhino, and he is proving a good point that a lot of these people are freaking out about the monetization potentially being delayed for 3 days on your videos. And I was originally upset with it, but he proved a good point. It's a free website. You're not really entitled to anything. So be happy that you're getting to be potentially monetizing off of anything at all. And 2 days is not a big deal, depending on what your channel is. I personally and he personally uploads videos, and they're, set to unlisted for a long, long time until they actually are released. So that wait is not that big of a deal. The only sites that this will really probably affect is like news-oriented channels. But for the people that are, throwing the biggest bitch fit over, oh, I have to wait 2 days, it's really not that big of a deal unless you're a news site, and I think they're a little bit different. I'm sure YouTube will figure something out for them. And like I said, it's not the developers the problem, it's the music producers slash developers that are causing this whole issue. So don't necessarily blame the developers, blame the people that made the music for those developers. According to another YouTuber called Wings of Redemption, I don't do EA gameplay videos anymore because I've had nothing but problems with them. But according to him, EA doesn't really mind about gameplay footage as much. Like I said, I haven't tested this, but if they don't, well, that's awesome. But apparently they don't really mind anymore, or never have. Like I said, I've had issues with them in the past, and I guess they're okay with it again now. And if you're a creator, it's okay to be fearful of your content potentially being claimed, because then you lose revenue or copyright strikes, etc., etc. I was at first as well, but like I said, I make sure I cover all my bases as far as copyright goes. Don't use copyrighted content. Make sure you have permission from the developer, and I mean written permission, not just this half-assed permission. If it's on their website and it says you're okay, take a screenshot of it. Print screen that shit, so that way if it ever becomes an issue, you can say, okay, on this date, this is what it said on the website, so, there you go. I'm going to put in the description below a link to Rhino Crunch's video. I recommend going and watching that. He rages a little bit, but I don't blame him. It's in regards to the people that think they're self-entitled to the whole monetization instantly. But if I recall correctly, there is a system that will be in place that if you're a trusted uploader, then you won't have that delay on monetization. But nobody really knows how that works just yet. But that will be a thing, I think. That's what I hear from Philip DeFranco, for example. But in reality, this isn't that big of a deal. So if you're a content creator, just remember these steps. Turn off the music in your games. Don't use gameplay trailers. Don't use any copyrighted music. Don't use copyrighted anything without permission. Have commentary. Get permission if it's not already on the website. Play indie games and schedule your frickin' uploads. It's not hard. When I record games, 99% of the time, I record a massive amount of footage in one day and then stagger it out over a week or two. Not a big deal. Vlogs, on the other hand, that's a little bit different. They're usually the same day or the following day. But even then, there's ways around the whole 2-day wait or what have you if you're really worried about that issue. So, record your content, keep making your content, just learn the new system. I mean, like Rhino Crunch said, it's a free website. They're not charging you jack shit to use it. You're using their service. Be happy that there's even gameplay allowed on the site. And then be happy that they're even allowing you to monetize. They could just be like, nope, all the monetization is ours. You guys don't get anything. You know what I mean? So be happy that you can even make money in the first place. So, that's about everything. Yeah, I'm going to leave off on that. And if you're looking for a YouTube network to join, check out the links in the description. I hope you guys are having a good day, and I hope that the little steps that I've given you will help you out. Have a good one.